Morning, loves. Hope you're doing amazing. I want to give a bit of an impromptu intro, I suppose, to this channel. I had a channel with this title on TikTok, and for a number of reasons, I deactivated in late February of 25, and very much needed and still needing time to myself. But finding that I'm still needing to express sometimes. I've mostly like shut off, you know, my divine channeling, things like that, for like videos that I used to channel and share on that page. Many of which weren't getting the love that they deserve, which ultimately I've said on a number of different channels and videos, like ultimately I don't care, but it does still hurt because at the end of the day I'm feeling intuitively called, you know, to share certain messages, and then often when I'm, you know, doing these intuitive videos about certain topics, you know, a lot of these topics are way too advanced, I feel, for the majority of the 8 billion humans. So I understand I'm not meant to appeal to the masses. But within that channeling, I'll channel other things on this topic that sometimes I get surprised about too, and learn from as well. And I've had my Divine Essence Tarot YouTube channel and TikTok channel just have a bit of a connection with the internet still. You know, I do my scrolling on TikTok there, and yeah, the point is I felt, and I've done some reading since, but because I felt drawn to share shit sometimes and I need to vent sometimes, I'm just going to create and start posting on this channel and try and keep the two separate. But yeah, essentially I am a very like deeply multi-dimensional spiritual person. I've worked with a number of different things spiritually when it comes to spirituality and consciousness and energy and all that sort of thing. So Divine Ecstasy Goddess, I suppose in terms of where it was when I left it, it was me as my divine fucking goddess, mystic, channeling self, you know, consciousness loving and embracing, embodying self, just sharing videos, channeling videos about certain topics. I'm kind of grateful and glad that I've switched out of TikTok because there's less fucking about, like where the maximum video length per post is up to 15 minutes, and sometimes, you know, I'd be doing 1-2 hour sort of videos. So I love that I can just post these onto YouTube now without having to do multiple, like this post is 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5. So ideally I would have loved to have a more succinct, to the point introduction to this channel, but I was sitting here, and the next video I'm going to post after this is going to show you why it's not really still even in line with what I said. It's a mood vibe, little short, but I just feel like I need to post it somewhere. YouTube started restricting my video views on the other one. I don't know why. I've gotten one warning about I don't know, sexual stuff, which, whatever. It pisses me off how fucking restricted and prudish a lot of these social media platforms are, honestly. But at the same time, I do get it. I do understand it. I'm keen to check out Patreon because they've got an 18+ section, which is great. I hate, as an Aquarian, I fucking hate repression and suppression of a lot of things. Voice, you know, freedom of speech, yeah, sexuality, sexual expression, whatever. But, you know, then there's the moral, ethical kind of debate, like how do we kind of cater to all? See, this is the kind of shit sometimes I'll get into, a lot of different topics. Divine shit, cosmic shit, consciousness shit, hardcore intense, transformation shit, dark and light energy, you know, pain, you know, trauma, psychology, subconscious, heavy on the subconscious shit. You know, love, twin flame shit, my own personal experience with that, karmic shit, like a whole bunch of topics. And I guess eventually I'll just start migrating some of the videos from TikTok onto here. And I could be fucked, basically. But yeah, welcome to my channel. Aquarius Sun, Pisces rising. I'm mostly fire and water. I'm a Sagittarian, which I wanted to say earlier. That's why I just mentioned my zodiac placements now, astro placements, because I'm always thinking and wondering and analyzing and learning, growing as a Sagittarius still am. So that's kind of part of the reason that I don't know, connect with so many different forms of knowledge and wisdom. And I know I'm an old soul, so I've already got fuck tons of wisdom within me. One of the main issues the last few years has been my content's not really being seen or heard. And the irony of that is, astrologically, I've got Sun in Aquarius in the 12th house, so I'm kind of in a way meant to not be seen. But then I have Mercury in Aquarius in the 11th, so, and Black Moon Lilith Capricorn in the 11th, so I'm meant to be delivering strong, powerful, you know, higher level consciousness and wisdom stuff to the masses. It's just about when the fuck's they're going to be seen or heard properly. So I'm trying to figure out between me and my higher self, divinity in the universe, why it's happening. I've also got Chiron in Taurus in the 3rd house, which ironically I may have realized this at some point before, but recently, like within the last couple of weeks, I'm like, shit, that speaks to issues about not being heard either. So it's like, when do I fucking catch a break? Because I've done a fuck ton of shadow work the last few years especially. But yeah, here we are, still not being seen and heard. And the irony, the dark, cruel, sadistic, potentially masochistic irony of all that. You know, someone who apparently loves the darkness and the, you know, and the intensity and the pain and all that with Pluto and Saturn in my 8th house, Libra and Scorpio, is I don't have a partner in my life. I've been sexually deprived for 13 years, mainly because I haven't found the right person. And I guess innately, subconsciously, I've always known how deep and intense and powerful and valuable, more so, my sexual energies and intimacy. You know, not just sexually and physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, to want to share that with someone. And I'm extremely monogamous, so I'm not into casual fuck boys and fucking and, you know, casual sex and all that sort of shit. So I've suffered greatly, intensely as a result. And I know with that fucking Scorpio, Saturn in the 8th, it's been a result of some heavy, deep, intense fucking dark karmic debts I've accrued, at least in another past life as a dark. I've been able to piece some shit together as a dark Scorpion woman. You know. But it's like, fuck me. Like, when does it end? I'm fucking 41 now in a couple of months. And I have no friends at the moment. No one calls me. No one checks up on me. So, but I'm always someone who, more than ever now, values extreme quality over quantity. The point of saying all that is, as an Aquarius, as An air sign, we don't just love, we need to communicate. And for me, I'm not like your Gemini, or like I don't need to be, or your exclusive extrovert, where I need to be fucking talking all the time. I have a lot to say. But I also don't like to be talking to people all the time. I'm a nice mix of introvert and extrovert, but I still too need to talk. I've been doing the solo hermit thing a lot most of my life pretty much, but then especially the last like 4 years since my, spiritual awakening, quote unquote. It's a lot. So I can be very intense at times. I've got a Pisces and Aries stellium in my first house. Venus, Mars rising, Pisces, and Aries moon in my first house. I can be very intense and post like a million fucking videos in a day if I feel like it. I just need a fucking outlet. You know what I mean? And I don't want them messing with my Divine Essence Tarot page, because I have the need to vent and talk and express. So that's why I'm going to start sharing some videos here. And maybe I need to fucking reopen one of my personal pages, which same shit, because I posted so much. I feel I was more open with my expressions. I ended up getting shadow banned on Instagram, and it's crazy. It's like I am this fucking active volcano, extremely intelligent, extremely like creative, extremely spiritual, extremely deep, extremely like extremely wise. But yeah, social, extremely like we love humanity in this planet, not understanding why. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get why there's a lack of people that I need in my life, and also my online channels. So it's very disheartening sometimes. And being a bit of a master of transformation, I understand, very wise and conscious. I understand that sometimes this associate means, oh, well, you need to be doing something different, babe. I've been doing shit different. Been trying different shit for the last few years, but I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it, honestly. But I go crazy with all that volcanic energy if I don't share it with someone. I love being alone, but I need at least one good solid fucking person in my life. And I need to share shit sometimes. This come on me. So no, it's not the way I would have wanted to do this intro video to this channel, but I also am someone who loves rawness. Fake filter aside, I've got my reasons for that, but I don't care. I'm just at a point now, more than ever, I just don't care about a lot of shit. And it's been a very existential wondering for me the last couple of years in particular. It's like, well, I've done all this intense shadow work and healing, current life, childhood, past life, ancestral, and it's never really fully over. And I understand deeply that I'm meant to be doing, what they call, shadow worker, light worker, energy worker, and so much more, shamanism, and obviously the divination, which I've started, but so it's not like I'm out here lost and confused and detached and disconnected from my intuition, from my heart. Do you know what I mean? And my heart for humanity in this planet and nature and animals And not only do I not have anyone in my fucking human life, but people aren't seeing or hearing my shit. So it's like, what am I even doing on this fucking planet? What am I doing? I just don't get it. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm fucking human. So then death, naturally, with Pluto in the 8th, just half a degree short of being in Scorpio, means I fuck with and feel and experience energies, Plutonian and Saturnian, Saturn, Scorpio, 8th, karma, life, ironically, death, rebirth, resurrection, purgatory, reincarnation, transformation, sex, power, pain, darkness, the underworld, the occult, all that shit. Really, really, really deep. So I'm like, why am I even living? So I'm at the extremes, at the extreme depths of life, because constantly wondering about the existential nature of it and divinity. With me and divinity, it's very personal. The anger I feel for being deprived of basic shit for so long. It's pure love and it's pure hate. And there hasn't been a break. Through that, I don't know, maybe I'll open a third YouTube channel, personal one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let's call it something. I have to think. Just post random shit or just manifest, keep fucking manifesting. A way to engage with people. I don't know, man. I just need to talk. I need my right person in my life. I've got a lot to say. I've got a lot to sing. I've got a lot to share. I've got a lot to write. I've got a lot to express. And people, certain people, they still have an interest in, or I feel some kind of level of being drawn to. At some point, they just fucking disappear. It's like, I don't know who the fuck I was in a past life. I don't know what this fucking dark karmic shit is. It's like, really? When we at this age still, what are we waiting for? You know, me to be fucking dead and buried before the good shit comes or what? Anyway. It's hard, man. That's why I've posted some videos like this with me in pain and expressing it on my Divine Essence Tarot. I'm just kind of not feeling right about getting back onto TikTok. Just the way it ended, they permanently banned me for sharing stuff in my stories and on my main channel. A few videos that was mainstream news at the time that literally, excuse me, news outlets were sharing on TikTok. And this is the shit I was sharing my stories. They're like, no, this is, I just cannot. I am infinitely more valuable than all of that shit. The way they operate, that platform, and all of their rules. I am infinitely, as a divine soul and being and spirit, infinitely more valuable than that shit. So my value wasn't being respected or seen or heard there, and definitely Instagram too, although that was a mixed bag of very messy in terms of the shit that I was posting. I don't know. Anyway. So So I'm going to leave it raw like this because fucking why not, you know? And, yeah, maybe create my own personal little YouTube channel and just vent shit. And or summon. I don't know what else to do, honestly, to get, you know, at least this one person in my life, honestly, dude. I'm not into coercive shit or forceful shit. I'm certainly not into black magic. But I don't know what else to do, you know. Maybe throw in a little prayer. I always wishing and manifesting the very best for all of us. So many different ways, you know. Divine ecstasy goddess. And that ecstasy, that's the thing. That ecstasy comes at a deep, intense, dark, painful price. You know? It's not just a given. The videos I have posted on my tarot page that are more like this, me talking, me being sad, me being stressed out and angry and anxious and I don't know, man, venting. It's like, some of it's not strictly tarot, but it's like, it's good because I felt intuitively called to share there, I guess. It's not the outline. I wasn't feeling like opening the other pages or channels or on the platforms. And it's wildly different to how I envisioned that channel to go. And there's a bit of a disconnect in the flow there. So probably that, because there's a bunch of videos with tarot cards and crystals. And then there's a bunch of videos with just my face. So I feel like soon enough I'm going to get it back into just mainly tarot readings and stuff, whether I'm showing my face or not. But that disruption in the flow, I believe, was meant to happen. It was also, I'm going to leave it because it's also meant to show viewers that are coming to that channel to see my readings and to, you know, book readings with me, is that those of us who are in like spiritual consciousness, energy healing or energy work, shadow work, shamanic work, light work, in particular, all those light energies, you know, spiritual coaching and guidance and tarot readers and whatever, consciousness shit, motivators. It's like, a lot of us have been through shit, but they don't show it. They'll talk about it, of course, when it comes up in tarot readings and they feel called to draw on personal experiences. They will, like I have, but I kind of like the roughness and the rawness of showing some of my real raw pain and stories, and as a way to, like, I'm realizing now, and I realized in the last few days, show people, like, this is the real me. This is, you can see and probably think the average person will think she is going through some shit, or she is not happy, she's depressed, she's anxious. So I really have anxiety, but sometimes it's come through. She is having a nervous breakdown. She needs a fucking break. And it's like, babe, that's all of us. We've all been through some shit. It's going to be different for everyone, but I feel like I'm quite unique in the shit that I've been through. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it up, and I'm not into like truncating and summarizing my shit into short little fucking TikTok sized bites and bits. It doesn't feel right to me, A, and then B, it's also negative reinforcement. It's kind of reinforcing to the masses, especially the young ones, that a short attention span and quick little hits and bits of information and wisdom and knowledge is normal, which it's not, and is the way to live and use our brains and consume and process information and express and communicate information, let alone express and communicate, period, right? So no, I'm not going to do that at the moment. I will if I feel called to do little short hits of shit. That's why something like YouTube's good, because you can post videos that are a few hours long, which I like sometimes. And which wise elder of various groups around the world have you heard delivering their stories or their wisdom, you know, around the good old cliche fucking campfire in the woods in nature? It helps if it's a nice, clear, starry, you know, night, of course. Just adds to the ambient mood. When have you heard them deliver the you know, wildly potent and treasure-filled, rich nuggets of fucking wisdom, gems of wisdom in a TikTok short, truncated style? It's not the way. You know what I mean? And I don't want to, I shouldn't feel like I have to restrict or repress my literal, natural human spirit and soul kind of natural state of existing and being, just to satisfy and satiate the appetites of young people born into an era that is saturated with information technology and social media and massive amounts of fucking information that is extremely wildly unnatural for us to be exposed to and consuming. So we're not superhuman machine robots. Like, it's too much, and it's leaving us out of balance. It's leaving us disconnected from our inner world. It's leaving us disconnected from the more natural state of our souls and our spirits and our inner world, our, you know, emotions and our thoughts, sure, our intuition, our psychic energies, our subconscious, our souls, our spirits, and our consciousness and energy. And that's not quick hits. This isn't a quick fucking TikTok ayahuasca trip down to, you know, divine soul and spirit awakening. No, motherfuckers, you gotta spend the motherfucking time. Yeah, you gotta spend the motherfucking time. Yeah, in the very fucking depths. And the fucking grit, yeah, of the metaphoric fucking broken bones and the fucking ashes that are fucking soaking your tongue because of how fucking deeply and intensely they want to get fucking intimate with you. No, you gotta spend the fucking time. Yeah, you wanna fuck, you wanna create life. Don't just get in there and hit it and it's done. You understand? No. For fuck's sake. You know what I mean? No, we gotta take our time with this shit. Go back to fucking some good 70s, 80s soul, good old school, slow soul jam, fucking 90s R&B shit, like the good shit. Ideally the non-Illuminati bullshit energy shit, you know? Good, clean, fucking slow soul music from pure souls, right? That's the way we need to be living again, right? Otherwise, there's too much going on. It's too much. It's too fast. It's keeping us engaged in shit outside of ourselves and disconnected from our own inner worlds. All right? I understand a lot of us don't have time. Probably won't even watch this video. I have time now because I've created a life for myself, albeit temporarily. you know, very much a transition phase, a Plutonian transition phase in my life at the moment, where I don't have solid like financial stability. I'm trying to set that shit up. I don't have my own home that I'm moving in, so in that respect, still building, but grateful that I've been able to live a more slowed down life the last couple of years, albeit in environments of a lot of dark, chaotic energy and dark karma. And it's like, there's a lot of shit that I don't talk about, especially with how I've been living. And it's like to not only to have all the trauma that I've had in this life, past lives, ancestral, and having worked through it, a lot of it, which is massively and wildly fucking intense enough as it is. And then on top of that, to be fucking sex deprived, partner deprived, intimacy deprived, no one to talk to about shit, not a single friend, no one to go out with and have fun with. Trying a bunch of different things for income and a lot of it falling flat. Just constantly facing fucking shit and challenges and difficulties and then on top of all that, to like thrive to some degree in an environment that's, as I said, full of, you know, dark chaotic energy and dark karmic energy. And that's like, yeah, I realize more than ever that I need this slowed down pace of life. I cannot go back to the corporate world. I cannot go back to fast-paced life where I'm not balancing that energy out. At least I need so much fucking downtime more than ever. Like, I've always been, I guess, subconsciously and consciously energetically sensitive and empathetic, but now more than ever, because I've gone much deeper and higher and broader into myself, into my soul and spirit and consciousness, and having expanded my own energetic sort of portals and realms and you know, dimensions within me. It's like, I need so much more fucking alone time with nature at the moment over animals, because they're more primordial, they're more ancient. The energies and spirits in nature, you know, plant life started on this planet a good 1 billion years ago, and animals 500 million years, humans 200,000. So we're a relatively new divine energetic spirit and consciousness and wisdom and to be fucking with than it's sort of animals and nature. So I'm much more deeply connected with nature now. I find much more deep solace and comfort and peace in nature, but I still am a human being with a fucking pussy and a deep, intense, wild, scorpionic, plutonian level sexual appetite and craving and need. So need that, you know, and at least one good solid friend. Ideally that man is plays both roles. I've done a bunch of different things over the years to try and find this cunt. Been extremely deeply, intensely, darkly, painfully, torturously, tormentingly sidetracked since mid-2021 with a human being, man, who had such an extremely intense impact on me that I believed he fit that twin flame description. And being the Aquarius, I'm mostly not into following fads and mostly don't give a shit about the general advice around there, but so it's a lot easier for me to jump out of that whole, you know, world view and all that sort of thing. Definitely deep, heavy, intense karma with this man. It's basically, it's at the point where it's like no one in my life has hurt me that deeply and intensely. And I was in a relationship with a triple Scorpio man for a few years, and there was a lot of deep, intense pain and karma there too. Even years later, when he fucked with a lot of dark magic and shit to try and get me back, and just very dark comic shit. But yeah, so good riddance to both of them. Wish them all the best. Stay the fuck out of my life. The second one never gave me any kind of fucking respect. Just played the role of a dead person. The irony of that is something I used to care about. I just don't give a fuck about him anymore. I'd love for him to remain a dead, long and buried and forgotten ghost of a fucking story, at least in this lifetime. But I absolutely, from my pure heart and soul and spirit, wish him and the other one and everyone all the very best in life. And in eternity, 'cause you're probably going to need it there with the way that I like to mete out punishments through lifetimes, especially with matters of the heart and the pussy, Anyway. I still need a fucking break. I wasn't even sure if that was recording. I do these on Snapchat. They're 2-minute long videos. I love this is my favorite filter. And I didn't even realize until, I don't know, a couple of years ago that it's cosmic, it's stellar. And that's a double subconscious reason why I was drawn to it. But I just like the way it makes me look. I like the colour, I like everything about it. Is that the neighbour? I'm so sick of being repressed with my voice on so many different levels. Anyway, I need a massive break, and I'm hoping through some fucking way that I meet my man who's similarly been through a lot of intense, dark, painful, torturous, excruciatingly torturous, tormenting shit, and done the Plutonian thing of facing that shit and doing a lot of shadow work and transformation work and healing, and it's not an easy feat by any means. So, I need someone on a soul and spirit level who's done that and who gets that, you know what I mean? And who has been as extremely intensely fucking deprived as I have. Because then it's like, it's an unspoken energetic language that you just both know and understand and speak without saying shit. Like, that's what I need in my life. No player boys. That's what I mean about the deprivation. No, it's player boys. Just have no interest in me. I just get so put off. Like, I don't know. I could be drawn to someone for a number of different reasons, but as soon as I know they've just, especially like, last, I don't know, 6, 7 to 10 years at least, it's that extreme with me. It's like, why even touching another woman? You know what I mean? Like, it's, most people will think, no, that's unrealistic, whatever. It's like, well, it wasn't unrealistic for me. Because I intentionally withheld from people. I intentionally kept, saying no to other men if I wasn't feeling it, no matter how deeply and intensely I was needing the sexual intimacy, the physical, the emotional support, the everything. I couldn't do it. I couldn't open up my heart and soul. Because I know how deep. I've had a lot of glimpses and experiences and insights into how deep I go, and that was enough for me to go, I can't, man. I've tried, but I can't, you know. So why the fuck would I expect anything less in my man? Do you know what I mean? Like, sexual intimacy is one of the most intimate things we can share with someone on a soul and spirit level, and I go that deep with my sexual energy and my sex game. I'm whispering because I think there's a neighbor there and I can't be bothered moving to finish this video, getting up and moving elsewhere. And so I need that as a bare minimum. So I need me a divine mystic soul, poet soul, musician, musical, creative, artistic, fucking genius level shit, because that's the level that I operate at. So yeah, it's about me if I feel like it. Otherwise, it's about you. And a divine channeled, message I'm meant to be sharing, So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I genuinely wish the very best for all of us. I know I've been intensely deprived and inherited a lot of intense stuff, karmic debts and ancestral pains and wounds and shit. It's like, well, it's for a reason. I've had a lot of extreme intense deprivation and pain, darkness for a reason, and loneliness for a reason. I'm not about to fucking waste that on some fucking little waste of my fucking soul and energy and spirit. Fuck boys and playboys and players and any of that shit, which is what the second one was. And the first one really fucked my life to a degree. I said to the second one, I'm like, you are someone I would never give a fucking second of my time to. So you think you're confused? I'm infinitely more confused as to why the fuck divinity in the universe will present someone like you to me, who I felt deeply, intensely drawn to on a soul level and sexual level, energy level, for even a few years before we made contact in mid 2021. So, and there were a lot of deep, intense experiences that I had and shared with him, spiritual, healing, sexual, energetic, otherwise emotional, but I got so beyond sick and done with it, and the intensity of it and the lack of reciprocation, and it's a kind of pain and torture and torment like nothing else, It's weird as fuck. Anyone that's been on this journey would know, and I really feel like after all is said and done, ultimately, it was designed to be a massive, like, constant heart awakening, where the heart was constantly like breaking open. For me, it was sometimes on a nanosecond by nanosecond basis, the pain, the torture, the torment that I felt with him, let alone a daily, a weekly, a monthly, a yearly. Beyond sick of his energy, I'm at a point now where I'm suspecting he was like energy siphoning, taking advantage of our partly telepathic, psychic connection, relationship, whether it was him or others that sunk their claws into him, his unhealed pains, traumas, soul, people around him or him, or me, I don't know. Psychic energy vampire siphoning shit, I don't know. But, and the joke's on him massively if that's what he did, because from me it was always pure intention, pure love. but beyond done with it. Have been trying to get out of this fucking dynamic for a few years now, and I feel like when I had the idea back in February that maybe we have like marriage or contracts with people from past lives, love and marriage ones, where we're like, oh, I want to be married to you forever, like, because I'm constantly trying to figure shit out, like, so I thought maybe that's it. Maybe like we had this relationship in a past life, or me and anyone else, and that we're still bound to that in some sick twisted plot twist of, you know, divine fucking orchestration or whatever the fuck play or film or script or fuck show that you want to fucking call human life and existence, where it's like, hey bitch, guess what, the fucking marriage vows that you had with that other cunt, where you both kind of made eternal fucking wedding vows, that shit's still sticking in this life. That's why you can't get rid of him or her, or that's why you feel so drawn to him or her and you can't walk away no matter how much you want to. Or maybe like there is such a contract with someone else, and that's why this thing with this person is not happening, whatever. I went in and I consciously cut off and ended and voided any such contracts. I really did feel an energy shift since then, but they were still coming and going with me energetically, psychically. Beyond sick of his energy and his death state. So here we are, April the 10th, 2025, a good, I don't know, month and a half later, and just wildly disappointed in, and that's what I'm saying, it's not about him. When I'm on a soul and spirit level, it's about divinity. It's like, what the fuck? What? This? What are we doing here? Extremely disappointing. Extremely disrespectful to me, considering who I am on a soul and spirit level. So I'm constantly wondering, what the fuck with divinity? Like, what the fuck? She's really my higher self. And I hate sometimes when I take it to higher self level, which is where pure divinity lives, and it's like, well, I orchestrated this for myself. Is really because I'm not having a good time. Are you? I'm not. Who do we blame? What do we do? Doing all the right things. Sometimes it feels like doing the wrong things get some kind of result, at least. It's just, it's a bizarre world that I fucking live in. It just makes no fucking sense. Doing all the right things, and intensely so, intensely painfully so, intensely bravely so, and getting punished for it. So it's, what the fuck are we doing here? What am I doing here? Oh, fuck, I just want to go fucking crazy a lot of the time, but I can't. I can't. Very self-destructive at times, but wise enough. I've tried to check out of this fucking life too many times. Just like, okay, I get the message. No matter how dark I go, you don't want me out of here. So what are we doing then? Because I'm living, but I don't feel like I'm living. I'm human, but I don't feel like I'm fucking human. Right? I'm living, but I feel like I'm dead, but I'm not dead. So what are we fucking doing here? Am I living in purgatory? I'm deeply fucking obsessed with purgatory lately and just want more. So is that why? Is that why this is happening? It's because I'm meant to be living in some form of a state of purgatory. Okay, great. Bring it on, keep it going, but don't leave me alone. I can't do that shit anymore. You know, and recently grappling with potentially like being perimenopausal, which is like just another fucking intense blow. Extremely intensely sexually deprived, child deprived, partner deprived, child deprived, partner deprived is implied with this, and it's like now it's potentially the perimenopausal. Like seriously, may as well just fucking get rid of me then, or keep me here to suffer, or do something that's different. And I know some people will be thinking, apply that advice to yourself. It's like, why don't you shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down? If I feel like, I'll tell you about some of the shit I've been through. You can watch some of my videos because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being dismissed. I'm sick of people not understanding me. I'm sick of being punished, or feeling like I'm being punished for honoring my soul and spirit and heart. It's like, at what point does it break? Because I need it to break ASAP. I've needed it to break years ago. I'm way overdue. I don't even know if it's say the perimenopausal, but something's going on. I've missed my last 2 periods. I'm not physically sexually active, but masturbatorially sexually active here and there, you know. So I don't know, it's either some hormonal thing or some perimenopausal shit, or some divine magical fucking miracle, you know, pregnancy or some shit, which I doubt. I'm not gonna fucking go to a pregnancy test, it's wasting my fucking energy. And I don't know, sometimes I wonder if there's actually anyone out there for me. And I have extremely high standards because I know who the fuck I am. But it's like, well, I shouldn't stop it. If he's there, he's there. If he's meant to meet me, he's meant to meet me. I've tried to get out there. I've tried to do all the action-based things. Beyond sick of it. And on top of that, I feel like I shouldn't do shit as a fucking woman, as a human being who's deeply connected with my feminine energy. I shouldn't have to do shit anymore, let alone period. And I'm sick of it. So the most it's going to be is anything I've shared in my videos and sharing those online. And if he's meant to come across me there, so be it. Otherwise, no idea. Don't give a fuck. Quite despondent, just extremely sick of it, extremely over it. Extremely confused. So there we are. It's gonna end here. Almost 4:20 p.m. It's good. I don't even know what I want to do today. It's just can't be bothered existing anymore. Sometimes I just can't be bothered existing anymore. Anyway, sorry for this to be a downer, if at all, but this is raw, wild emotions and elements of the human experience, right? Someone paste these little 2-minute videos together now and post them on my Divine fucking Ecstasy Goddess page, and I'm gonna wish you all the very best. Continue to manifest the highest good for all of